Okay. So, welcome to another episode of Entab CampusCare presents EdTalks, an exclusive platform where we invite pioneers of the education industry to share their views on burning topic related to education. With an experience of more than 2 decades, Entab has been associated with over 1,500 schools across India, involving them to become from new age digital campuses by providing them mature and futuristic ERP, CRM, and mobile apps. In today's session, we'll discuss that how can parents recognize overprotective parenting and try to stop it. We'll also understand that overprotecting kids can have severe consequences in the long run, and if child feels suffocated in his or her, and the child can feel suffocated in his or her house. It may lead to the early use of alcohol, smoking, and other things, just for the misconception of feeling free. We'll also learn that how the parenting style changed over the years, and that from our grandparents to today, from our grandparents to today, when we were parents. So, let's begin our session by introducing you all to our panelists for today. Please welcome Mr. Rajendra, sir, the principal and CBSE trainer of Bhagwati International School, Patna, Gujarat. During his teaching career, which spreads to more than 2 decades, he has been involved in different aspects of school administration like career counseling, adolescence education, teachers training, etc. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thanks a lot, Mrs. Gloti.
Right. Then, moving forward, we have our next panelist, Mr. Dilip Kumar Das, the Director Principal of Tapovan Group of Schools, Maharashtra and Gujarat. In his educational journey, Sir has been serving as a CBSE Affiliation Inspection Committee member and is also associated with Quality Control of India. Welcome to the show, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Then moving forward, so sir, our audience want to know that the parents, okay, how they can realize and identify their overprotecting behavior, especially during these times when all we want is to keep our families safe. So Rajendra sir, what are your views upon this?
Yeah, ma'am. Good afternoon, first of all, and thank you very much for the team Enteb for this wonderful opportunity provided to me. And before I move ahead, I would like to correct you, ma'am. I'm not from Patna. It is Patan in Gujarat. It is a historical place in Gujarat called Patan.
Okay, it's Patan in Gujarat.
I hail from Patan. So now getting back to the subject, you said that how to recognize overparenting parent.
Yes.
So overparenting is one of the quality the parents have, which except the parent who is overparenting, everybody knows about. So you'll see that except the parent who is overparenting or who overparents the child, others know his behavior. So first of all, it is very difficult to find out whether we are extra parenting, overparenting parent. So, but there are some qualities based on that we can recognize, we can find out whether we are overparenting parent. So one of the very important quality or one of the very important characteristic of overparenting parent is they micromanage everything for the children. So everything they try to do it for themselves. Of course, I know that parenting is one of the wonderful experiences, one of the best experiences in life. But it does not mean that we do everything for children. But this quality is often noted in
क्या होता है कि राजेंद्र सर क्या होता है कि सब कुछ लिमिट में ही अच्छी लगती है, राइट?
Yeah.
जो भी कुछ ओवर हो जाती है वो एडवर्स इफेक्ट करती है.
Yeah. So, but these parents, they try to manage everything. Like even for the small children, of course, I know that they require some help. But help does not mean that we do it everything or the parent should do it everything for themselves. They should, of course, train them and afterwards should let them do. Many a time, because of most of the parent, I know these days, they are working parent, they don't have enough time to permit child to learn. As a result, what happens? They keep doing things for themselves. And finally, the child is not able to learn those things. So it is said, mostly, there is a common saying that teach a man to fish, he will fish for life. So the same goes here also. Once we are able to train the children to do something in the beginning, of course, it may be time taking. Of course, it may be a little painful. But once those things are trained, I'm sure that they will be better citizens, they will be comfortable citizens, and they will be leaders in the areas of the walk of life they will be following. And characteristics of overparenting, parenting the people, one of the important quality which we often see, overparenting does not even limit to the child's individual behavior at home or personal behavior at home. It even affects his school life as well as social life outside, that is outside the four walls of house. Many a time what happens, the overparenting parent, not only they manage the child at home, they are always after him, even if they must have permitted him to go out, but they will always be observing him, always be watching him. Even while he's playing with the friend, they will decide what type of company he should keep.
Right.
And even they get into the small dispute these children have. So though it should not be, many a time parent feel that it is for the safety of the children, but I feel that even the small dispute, these small fights children do while playing among themselves, if it is not harmful, if it is not even like beating and hitting each other, they should permit them to get into argument, because through that they know how to solve their problem. They know problem, they develop critical thinking skills, and even they try to socialize and maintain relations and develop leadership skills, which are very important skills. But parent, because to help their children, they do not let them do that, and as a result they are deprived of very important qualities, that is the independence. So I feel that these are some of the basic characteristics of overparenting, or the parents, those who overprotect their children, love their children, and try to provide them everything they dream for. Many a time I feel that even if we may be well-off parents, we are able to fulfill all dreams of our children, but sometime we should learn to say no. Children should not feel that whatever they dream, whatever they ask for, that is provided to them. So I feel that these are the qualities overprotective parents have, and it should be limited, it should be minimized, and children should be given opportunities to take their decisions, to solve their problems themselves, to do their things themselves. So I hope that these are some of the important qualities, and based on these qualities, the parents, those who are listening to us, or the people, those who are watching this program live, they can just see whether they are overprotecting parent or the normal parent. There is no harm in overprotecting the children, but we should have certain space for the children where they explore their own qualities, their own abilities, and their own decision making, because we are not going to be with the children every time. And I a book that said that we should grow our children in such a way that if we die tomorrow, our children should be able to survive without any difficulty. So each parent should ask himself whether I'm growing my child like that. If I'm not there, my child should not face any problem. So this will be a gift to the children from a parent, instead of doing everything for them.
Exactly right.
So I hope that I should stop here for
yes, beautifully explained by you.
Ma'am, let me say in this regard that what Rajendra sir said.
Yes, sir.
This is really, the parents are there not feeling that they are in a position that I am overparenting. They are doing their job. But what, as an educationist, what we suggest them, please check yourself, you are overparenting or not. Because whether you are hiding your child or not, whether you are thinking that my child, suppose that he didn't come first, but you are fighting in school that whether that child will get faster, why didn't you give mark my child, give mark. This type of things it is coming, means that time the parent should stop himself. Yes, no, I should not go beyond that. No problem, it is your right, you can fight for your child. But you have to see, if you will fight, the child will never do anything. He will be lazy, and bullying problem will come. He can't survive anywhere else. The social problem will create. Number of things will create in this case. So what Rajendra sir said, I agree with them. Agree with sir. That I am saying to my parents, those who are watching this program, they are supposed to break themselves. what they are doing, please break yourself. Then definitely it will be better. Please, madam, please, you may ask question.
Okay.
They try to keep the children in a kind of bubble, ma'am, into a safe world, which is completely different from the real world outside. Many a time I feel that especially the youths and all those who commit suicide and those who are not able to adjust in the society, they are the ones who are overprotected at home, because they find the world outside the four walls of school or outside the four walls of house completely different. Queens or prince or princess, and outside they find that nobody is bothered about them, so they get that ego classes, they get those ego issues and depression, and they feel that they are being ignored and they go into depression mode. So I feel that parents should see this fact as well. They should make children realize that how they are going to be treated outside, they should get that treatment, that experience at home first. And if they really want that.
In this regard, I want to say one example, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That our Mukesh Ambani, his daughter, he was in foreign. There, what did she do? She was talking with her friend, and they were saying that yes, because Mukesh Ambani was sending his own flight to own chopper to bring her. One day, she said that stay to her parents, her friends. Then friends doing this type of things. So that day, Mukesh Ambani stopped his chauffeur to send her. And then he gave a call. He said that, yes, you come by with that money, what money you have, come by that. So this is one type of parenting. If the parent will say that she came, after that she understood, yes, it should not be. So Narayan Satyamurthy, that his son also, he was really in this top world, he was not getting admission in IIT. So that also he took Karan, he did it. But he showed the lesson to him that, beta, you have to work hard. So these are the proper parenting. The parents, if you are having money also, no problem. But please understand what steps supposed to be taken. Please, madam.
Right, sir. Okay, so yeah, moving forward to the next question. So, sir, not protecting. So sorry. So, sir, not protecting kids may lead them to an unwanted path, maybe with bad company, to alcohol, or maybe more extreme. So, in this scenario, how would you suggest that parents can maintain a balance between becoming friendly and strict at the same time?
Yeah, ma'am, it is very much important. As I said earlier also, when we are talking about overprotecting, or when we say that what parents should not do, it does not mean that they should not do at all anything. Parenting is a different thing. Overparenting is a different thing. Parenting may spoil the child, but parenting in an appropriate manner will be a solution for all these things. One of the important thing now, why should the children should not get into such company?
That एक और चीज हमने सुना है, जैसे जितने ही ओवर प्रोटेक्टिव या स्ट्रिक्ट पेरेंट्स होते हैं, राइट, उतने ही उनके जो बच्चे होते हैं वो ज्यादा बिगड़े हुए होते हैं, राइट?
That is because they don't get that atmosphere, that freedom at home. They enjoy outside. So once there is a lenient atmosphere at home, if children do not have worries, children do not have fear of sharing anything with the parent, I'm very sure that they will not get spoiled. And at the same time, as I said before, we don't say you overprotect the child, but at least be like a parent. You observe your child, see that he does not get spoiled, train him, teach him, and grow him in such a way that he knows the difference between good and bad. Good and bad. So those children, even suppose certain things are bad outside, so children should be counseled that what kind of company he has to keep, what type of activities he has to get involved into. But at the same time, parent should not have observations all the time, should not spy children all the time, but at least he should know the whereabouts, locations, company, or the activities of the children they do beyond the four walls of their house or the school.
Right.
So I'm very sure that if there is a good rapport between a parent and child, parent will be able to understand what is the extent of a child. Our children do, Why? Because of that rapport we have developed. So if we find that he is going somewhere wrong, that can be guessed by our conversation with the children. So parent, if they maintain a rapport, they maintain some or keep some special time to interact with the children, I'm sure that they will be able to guess the track, the path the child is into. But at the same time, they should supervise. If not over supervise, it should not be a helicopter parenting all the time. We are hovering over the children and restricting them, as you said, making them suffocate. But at the same moment, we should not be very lenient or ignorant about the activities of the parent. Some of the parents go to that extent also.
Basically,
Some parents
it should be a balance. It should be a balance. ओवर
balance,
नहीं होना चाहिए,
perfect
कम नहीं
balance,
होना
yes.
चाहिए, perfect balance से ही the life could work.
और हमें ये भी जानना चाहिए कि किस समय कौन सी एज कब lenient होना है, कब strict होना है. Maybe we can be lenient with the small children, but we have to be little strict with the children when they are growing.
Okay,
So over to you, Dr. Das.
Yeah, Dilip.
Yeah.
Dilip sir.
Jab, sir, this case, what is happening generally, parents, first I told, parents are not knowing, unknowingly they are overprotective. This is one point. Second point is that when parents are doing something, some parents, they don't have time at all. As
Just
you also
right.
mentioned,
They have left the children.
They are living
for
with
others
it,
to look
but
after.
they have to, as you said, they are going, what he is doing, and if parent will say once, better don't do that, that will work. If parent will not say, then what they are children are saying, my mom has not said one day, my dad has not said one day, but how the other people, why they are, who are they? Why they are telling me all these things? So this is wrong thing what I feel. When the parenting is done, when parents are there, you take out your time for your body health, you are taking time. You are health conscious, you are taking, you are money conscious, you are taking time for getting money. You should be the child conscious. Your child, what he is doing, that parents supposed to think, and they're supposed to invest time here also. This is a time invest in that, in their life, whatever time they are investing for their children, definitely they will get a good child. Otherwise, there may be a problem. As Madam also asked that they may go in path. No one is there to help them because if it's in middle. So what we are saying to parents in beginning only, you just ask that simply. We are not saying that to be a helicopter parent, as sir said. Be a helicopter parent. Every time you be a helicopter, no need. But simply tell them, beta, don't do that. That is not good. And it is our experience. And that sir said also, keep a good rapport. If rapport you will keep, then there will not be any problem. Because in this case, what I supposed to say, I used to say my parents, if a child is not listening to you at all, what's supposed to be done? My dear parents, please listen to me carefully. This is my special experience. So I am sharing with you. When he is sleeping, just you put your hand on his overhead. If you forehead, if you will put your head on forehead, there is a good relationship, there is a good energy, positive energy passes through it. If you do it once too, and this is my this channel, I am showing now that it will help to all parents. You see, after some days, that child automatically he will listen to you. What my papa? So no doubt, sir. You are going outside. You are coming. It is taking time. I don't have time when I am coming to school, my home. At that time, my child is sleeping. So what will I do? How will I do? Simply you put your hand on his forehead, then definitely the child will come and he will ask, Mom, where is Mom? Where is Dad? Dad is not, I am not looking at him. Just I want to share with him. On Sunday or any day, Mom will keep a time and your child will meet. But there is, if relation will not be there, then there is nothing else, as sir said.
Right.
That's a very important point, ma'am.
Yeah, beautifully explained by Dilip sir, right? Basically, there is transfer of energy also, no?
Yeah, that transfer of energy is required. And it is happening. My 100 parents, because I am in residential school, I am doing this job. And I am telling the parents, those who are going, students are going only within less time, 1 month with parents. So that time they are doing this job, and there is a good bonding is creating.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, moving forward, so we are almost at the end of the webinar. So, sir, you have seen your parents, then grandparents, and now you are a parent yourself. So, what changes you have witnessed in parenting styles over generations? So, sir, also please share some of handy tips for the new parents as well.
Parenting has really gone to a great change, ma'am. The days of our childhood were different, and the childhood these children have, that is completely different. We were grown in a very strict atmosphere, so that may be the need of our parenting mean those days strict look after of the children.
Exactly. My mother used to say this to me, sir, that अभी तो बच्चे तुम डरते ही नहीं हो हमसे. Earlier, they were they used to be so scared of their parents कि उन्होंने कुछ बोला है तो हमें करना है. But आजकल के parents से कोई बच्चे डरता ही नहीं है.
And during those days, I don't think that we were in the same room when father is sitting in the dining room or drawing room or dining room. So children were treated very strictly. But I think that maybe that had its own positive side during those days when parents were not that much aware about the parenting skill. So they found that being strict is the only solution for keeping children in a straight line. But these days, maybe advancement of technology, advancement of society, advancement of the young kids themselves and their psychological state of mind. So we cannot be that strict. But at the same time, it is very important to maintain a balance. And I think that parenting programs like this, or the parenting workshops and all that, books on parenting, they are the best source for parents to refer to. They should know where is the limit. Parents should be like friends. I don't say that we should be very strict with the student the way we were grown up. Strictness is no more required, neither at home nor at school. There has to be a very lenient atmosphere so that children are without hesitation. But at the same time, there has to be a line drawn where children should know what is the discipline or what is the requirement or the required behavior at a particular place, be it at school or in the classroom, or be it in the society or at home. So they should be trained for that. And I agree with Dr. Das, what he said, that there has to be a physical touch between the parent and the child. And it is really very important, sir. It is very important. And this touch is especially important when so many bad incidents are happening in the society. This has to be there so that the children or the child knows what is the difference between a good touch and bad touch. We often train in this school. We talk about bad touch, and we train them. But children do not know what is good touch. So how will they differentiate? And 100% good, pure and holy touch will come from the parent. So children should experience that touch. And once this touch is established, I'm very sure that there will be a great and strong connectivity, or it will be cementing the bond between the child and parent. And I'm sure that the children grown with this love, this care, and this expertise will not go haywire, will not get into a bad company, will not get trapped to the bad things you talked about, ma'am, in the earlier question.
Yes.
So
moving forward, Dilip sir, what
tell about this, madam?
Yes.
Time is there.
Yes, sir.
Time is there.
You can share your views upon this.
Yes. So what I am saying, let me tell all these things to example. Because now CBSE says competency-based education. So we have to tell them the competency-based teaching also to the parents. So that I am telling.
Atmosphere is equally important. Yeah, sir, when we talk about atmosphere at home, that applies in the school also, ma'am.
Yes.
Parents also should train and treat children the same way.
But I am saying that now parents are saying, beta, don't go to that, don't play with that clay, don't play with that sand, and because your pant shirt will go dirty, so don't do that. So this is the thing what it should not happen, because this mitti hai. With this clay, if we will play, then it has good impact in our body. That one we are losing nowadays. Parenting, grandparenting, now parenting is I am distributing this, dividing this. That olden days, what we were doing, sir, we were climbing trees. Now any parent will take, go and climb a tree. This is one type of exercise. What I can say, climbing tree, climbing pole, climbing on the roof. These all the things are one type of exercise. But nowadays we are not doing, and it is a pandemic. So what the parents are doing? Parents, hey, don't do that. Hey, don't climb on that. If child is climbing on your window, also the parents are saying don't climb.
Clothes will get dirty. You'll fall down. आजकल तो ये बोलते हैं parents.
Dirty. That they are saying that. This is a practical things what I am sharing with you, with parents also. Please don't do this. Please allow them what to do. Yes, I am not saying that, sir, we will wait till that his leg will break, till that we will wait. No. You have to be safeguard, but don't oppose him. He is doing, you be behind him. And how he is doing, you watch it and you train him. Definitely he will do the best. So that what I have heard in this in my childhood days, my parent was saying, especially in Punjab people, what they used to say, if they will see a snake, they will say, yes, go. You see him, that he will not kill you. But in our side, other side of India, people, a snake is there, don't go. Snake, he will hiss you. But Punjab people, they are saying no, because they were saying that they Rajput style. Yes,
it is why Punjabis have different lifestyle and their.
Yes, sir. Yes. What this is a practical case I am talking here. This is the things that you have to show, because situational it is. We can't say that you don't do, parents don't do this, parents don't do this. No, all of you are having knowledge. You have to read about this. Yes, I agree. But certain responsibility, if the parents supposed to follow, and then only they can bring up. And one more thing I want to add here, my dear parents, you keep a certain goal, what you want to, in which way you want to make your child, at what level you want child should go. So based on that, if you will keep a goal, then definitely you can guide him as per that goal. If there is no goal, then you may not guide. What, Rajan sir, are you agree with me?
100%, sir. And especially we should remove these don't do words or don't words from our dictionary as a parent. And yes, one very important thing which I remembered while talking to you, that parents should permit children to speak. Let them speak. So most of the time, because children during this lockdown, parents have not faced children that much as they faced during the lockdown.
Sir, Indira Nooyi case I am talking to you. Indira Nooyi, what she did, she told her in her life what she said. That when we used to that in 6, 7 standard, there were three sisters. When they were coming, daily one debate supposed to happen in their home. So after debate only they will get the food. Indira Nooyi said this. Because what I implemented in this in my school or in my parenting case also, I said, yes, see, these things is there, because she is now she's not CEO of PepsiCo. She was that time. So Indira Nooyi. So now she is up to that level. But how this came? Yes, sir, you said that speaking is most essential. If the children, they will do their own debate, and this will be only playing game through mobile. This is not. And some parents are saying, mothers are saying that अरे बहुत प्रॉब्लम कर रहा है वो मोबाइल के साथ खेले, हमें जरूरत नहीं है, मेरा काम मैं करूं. नहीं मैडम, ऐसे नहीं चलता है. वो मोबाइल के साथ खेलेगा तो वो एक टाइप ऑफ डिजीज. आप अंडरस्टैंड करो, बच्चा मोबाइल के साथ नहीं खेलना चाहिए. ये आपको कुछ टाइम ठीक करो, मोबाइल के साथ वो ना इतना टाइम पे खेले, उसके बाद ना खेले. आपको अगर खराब सोचता है वो, let him think about you are wrong, but you don't allow. Sometimes when he is getting angry, at that time you will say that no, I will not allow, not like this. That also you have to show your sympathy to him. No, my son is getting angry, I have to be silent. Yeah, two-sided, double-sided, balanced. Now we are talking about balanced thing. It's supposed to be done.
Right. So it was beautifully both the educators, both the panelists beautifully portrayed their views. And yes, examples of Dilip sir, real life examples were really beautiful. So I would like to thank Rajendra sir and Dilip sir for sharing their views, then taking out their time for being with us.
Yes,
It was a great session with both of you, sir.
Yeah,
Thanks to parents. If parents will take one or two things from our discussion now, we shall be grateful, ma'am.
Yes,
so
right.
Due to that, we gave our time because we have a number of things. From that, we can give the time. So I expect my parents, those who are listening to us, at least one or two things they can do, and definitely it will help with them. This is my suggestion.
Beautifully said, sir. So to all our viewers who are watching us, if you haven't subscribed our YouTube channel, so go subscribe our channel and hit that button for regular updates. Okay. So till then, stay happy, stay safe. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you all the audience, those who have joined online.
Thank you all audience also.
Thank you, Dr. Zaz.